One of the reasons, if not the only reason, most atheists reject God is because of suffering and evil in this world. This is known as the problem of evil. Why would God allow evil and suffering and pain to exist in this world? Well, I think it's actually quite simple. If we believe the Bible, God created a spiritual creation and a material creation. And in both cases, God created everything in a state of perfect paradise with no evil. But what happened was, through blessing and blessing and blessing and blessing his creation, he ended up spoiling the creation. And within that place of blessedness, the potential for evil came to exist. It came to exist through separating from God and trying to take God's blessings without God himself. This is what happened to Satan. Essentially, Satan became the first spoiled child. He was given more and more and more and more until he became arrogant and thought that he could do it better than God, and that God was withholding blessings from him. God was not giving him enough, even though no one had ever received more from God than the beautiful being that was Satan before he fell. And the same was true to a lesser extent with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, although they were not given the same degree of blessing as Satan was before he fell. But they were given great blessing, and from that place of great blessing, they were given only one test, only one restriction: don't eat from one tree. And they were given every other tree, and they could not resist the one thing that God kept from them. And so the lesson is that through suffering, through limitation, through restriction, we learn to appreciate the blessings that God gives and that God wants to give. That way we can keep them. Because if we are spoiled children, if we do not understand life without God, a life with evil, a life with suffering and pain, we will not appreciate or be grateful for the blessedness and the blessings and the paradise that God has for us in eternity. And for this reason, I would argue, we go through sufferings on this earth so that we can live in eternity in joy, paradise, and pleasure.